This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Rufina unaware of Baruni eviction orders. District meeting address lawlessness. And Health Minister clarifies US aid funding cuts. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I am Louis Maingu. Thank you for joining us. Governor for Central Province Rufina Peter stated that she is unaware of who issued the eviction orders for settlers at Baruni in Port Moresby National Capital District.
Her statement follows the tragic events surrounding the abduction, rape, mutilation and the murder of a 23-year-old woman in the area. Governor Peter clarified that while the settlers are seeking justice for the horrific crime, she is uncertain where the instructions to evict them originated.
The eviction that's taking place, I don't know where the instructions came from. I have yet to establish where the instruction came from for the destruction of properties of people who are not responsible. If the youths do something, it's not the parents and the rest of the community. Find the perpetrators and deal with them. There is law to deal with it.
She further stated that leaders advocating for eviction and enforcement of the Vagrancy Act should ensure their statements are relevant to the situation at hand. She called on these leaders to act in the best interest of the community.
I acknowledge the statements that have been made by the Prime Minister, by the Minister for Internal Security, and by other leaders, including the Governor for NCD. But I must say here that statements that are made must be relevant to context. This law and order issue is not specific to Central Province, to NCD. Law and order, we know, is a nationwide issue.
In light of the ongoing situation, Governor Peter commended the United Nations for its calls for justice and human rights protection, particularly concerning gender-based violence and forced eviction.
I want to commend the UN for the statements they made yesterday. In people and Gulf people, they are marginalized people. They contributed to nation building in the roles that they played.
The United Nations in Papua New Guinea has expressed deep concern over reports of forced evictions and house burnings in the Baruni informal settlement allegedly carried out by the police. James Guken, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister James Marape said 2 suspects have been apprehended for the brutal killing at Baruni.
After 10 days since the murder of a 23-year-old young woman in Baruni in the nation's capital, 2 suspects have been apprehended by police. This was announced by Prime Minister James Marape before his departure to Sydney today.
Under Minister and under Commissioner Manning, there have been arrests made. The problem is they don't go to the media as everyone of us would like to. No crime in our country goes or is left unattended. Crime from petty crimes to all big crime, and by the way, Minister and his team are modernizing the police system now. Very soon we will go ICT based. Every police station should have a computerized crime lodging platform.
Prime Minister said that there will not be any crime that will be unattended to by the police force.
Just follow the laws of our country. And so I will be, going on and on about this until it sinks into every one of you. Because what do you expect me to do as leader of the country? I must say it as I say it. The country, to effectively celebrate 50 years of our country coming September 16, the greatest place to give respect to your country is respecting the laws of our country.
Prime Minister said the federal police have been flown in to assist the police to apprehend those suspects. He appealed to the citizens to respect the laws of the country.
We've flown in and our police is being assisted by federal police, Australian federal police. We have experts flown up for DNA samplings to match and also arrest and match with evidence. So 2 arrested already and others have fled, but evidence have been lead have been established. Police is not resting on this. Police is working on this one. I want to indicate no crime committed will be left unattended.
Marape said this year is a year of reset.
To Leviticus chapter 25, that talks about 49 years as a year of one phase, and the 50th year as a year of reset. So a year of reset. The question we ask our country, our citizens, is that after 49 years, our generation must think about what better we must do for our country going forward.
Rabaul Town Police Station Commander Chief Sergeant John Harport, whilst noting the less number of policemen in the province, is appealing to the people in East New Britain Province to do their part to combat law and order. He said this in a First District Law and Order Committee meeting recently.
With the rising concerns on law and order in the Rabaul district of East New Britain Province, the Rabaul Town Police Station Commander Chief Sergeant John Harport pointed out that police manpower is still a major challenge. He said the police to citizens ratio is still lower than its required standard, making it difficult for them to attend to all cases. He further said that they need to engage more qualified police reservists to assist them with the increasing law and order issues. The senior provincial magistrate, Samuel Lavutul, pointed out that Rabaul district has recorded an increase in summary offences last year. He added that the town and communities are not safe anymore. Magistrate Lavutul called on the citizens to always be vigilant and play their part in addressing law and order issues. He added that the East New Britain Provincial Law and Order Committee is planning to carry out a series of awareness to secondary schools starting next month. Magistrate Lavutul is calling on the stakeholders to help in carrying out the awareness. In the meantime, the acting district administrator, Freddie Lemeke, in his closing remarks said the Rabaul Page Park Market will continue to close at 4:30 p.m. and business houses at 5:30 p.m. as these vicinities are always targeted for fights. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The Correctional Service Women's Association, along with mothers, young women and youths, organized a peaceful protest today to demand justice for the brutal murder of Lina Numbalihi. The protest was held at the Bomana Correctional Service facility, with participants calling on authorities to take swift action and apprehend those responsible for the crime.
The protesters issued a public appeal to the Department of Correctional Services chief, urging him to ensure the arrest of the suspect and bring him to justice. The protesters made it clear that if their 21-day call for justice goes unanswered, they will take their protest to the streets of Port Moresby. A petition was presented to various authorities, including the CS Commissioner, Metropolitan Superintendent, and the Commander of Murray Barracks, calling for specific actions to address violence within the correctional service community. The key points of the petition were as follows: the reintroduction of the death penalty, improved and minimum security measures for hardcore criminals, the need to take serious actions against polygamy within the correctional service barracks, strong condemnation of violence against women and girls, with calls for tougher laws. Senior Inspector Martin Gundu A member of the correctional service emphasized that the universal right of women to life, urging female correctional service officers to support women experiencing domestic violence.
Wan plaman ino bin tok lo you. Olis la mama bomana ol makim lo sana blu lo tok na. Stop one time media. Her first challenge of some leader blue no come up. Big plus 100 you must prioritize him. Walkman blow you, walkman me plus stop walk good. House blow me bla brook. Something no good come eat me bla na. How me bla time mouse bagrap. Ba me bla go walk. Me bla got big bla belbrook now. House blow me bla man birwa gam killing me bla bagrap me bla. Man must have address him, petition. Nasred him nine him. Number 2, talk blow me. You me tribla disabling process inside of this country. Brother Sonia, you bothering me. You come, now fixing me. You got military style, you up. Come on, please let me appeal long. Brigadier General, commanding officer of Taruba, Mari Barracks. You said about the military police.
They also called for stricter enforcement of laws to combat the growing issue of illegal drug trafficking in the country. Katie Kone, president of the CS Women's Association, stated the purpose of the protest.
Thank you for raising voice this afternoon now. As of today, it's a 21-day countdown. The suspect will come inside. The murderer will come inside. We give, as of today, 21 days. I will not give up. We will still stand and fight. 21 days.
Commander of Mari Barracks protest or responded to the invitation. As a result, the protesters handed their petition over to the media for publication. The protesters also called for the construction of a maximum security prison to house dangerous criminals, including murderers and rapists. James Gukan, National EMTV News.
A total of 10 suspects have been apprehended by the Oro Provincial Police officers in regards to a home invasion robbery in the Popeta town. The suspects were captured by police in the early hours of yesterday morning.
A shocking home invasion in broad daylight at Back Street in Popeta has left the community in disbelief after video footage of the incident went viral on social media. On the 18th of February, between 3 and 4 p.m., a group of youths entered the home of a senior public servant holding his family at gunpoint. The attackers confronted the public servant's son in the yard, threatening him with firearms while stealing valuable items from the house. The incident was captured live on camera and quickly circulated across social media platforms, causing widespread outrage. Provincial Police Commander Chief Inspector A.Y. Segi confirmed that the police personnel arrived at the crime scene swiftly, but the suspects fled into nearby Bove and NGV compound.
Should take full responsibility. Law and order as such has become a social issue. It has affected all of us, even into the very existence of the family abodes within our respective settings. And I would rather prefer that parents in particular take full responsibility by ensuring that the youths, especially the children, are well looked after and encouraged to think positive and behave in terms of respecting those whom they come into contact with. And the government has a responsibility. And on behalf of my commission, I must insist here that law must be seen to be respected by all, for all to enjoy the peace and harmony within its respective.
With the cooperation of local law enforcement and surrounding communities, 10 suspects have been apprehended so far. PPC Segi said in the early hours of yesterday morning, 2 of the suspects were voluntarily handed over by their own family members, while 8 others were also brought in with the help of the community.
The families of 2 suspects have voluntarily handed in 2 suspects who were detained. Their names have been disclosed, and police have withheld the names for the security operation purposes. Heading into the first light around 5 and 6 this morning, with the help of the surrounding communities, they have handed in to look into that matter. They are working around the clock to profile each of the suspects, and further details will be disclosed for public consumption.
PPC Segi commended the surrounding community for working closely with the police in surrendering the suspects. He also appealed to the general public to respect the rule of law. The investigation is ongoing at the moment. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body and health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
You are watching National EMTV News. Following the swearing-in yesterday, the Minister for Health, Elias Kapavore, today welcomed the new board for the Directorate for Social Changes and Mental Health Services. He called this a start of new promising chapter, especially for the Laloki Psychiatric Hospital.
To serve, and I believe there's a new...
The Health Minister met with the new board at the Health Department office in Port Moresby.
Announced to the country that the new board for the mental health, the Directorate of Mental Health and Social Change Directorate, as per requirement of the Mental Health Act of 2015, is now in place, and they will begin their work today. I believe there's a new page that is now coming for the Directorate of Mental Health and Social Change, but especially for Laloki Psychiatric Hospital, where it is the only psychiatric health facility in our country. It's a referral hospital.
The appointed members as gazetted on Monday 17th February 2025 include Dr. Nelson Mack, Catherine Johnstone, Pastor Michael Opey Wilson, Veronica Yobone, Pauline Karahure, Dr. Dora Letrut Katal, Dr. Monica Kakilau Hagali, George Girisa representing the community sector, and CS Acting Commissioner Bernard Nepo representing the disciplined forces.
Most of us put our hands up and accepted the nominations and accepted the swearing in for one reason. Is to help the very special people that I call special people. They are just not like ordinary sick people. They need special attention and they need special care. So as we take this ownership of trying to see what we can do to help them.
The Health Minister went on to note that the new board will now carry on investigations at the Laloki Psychiatric Hospital.
We have established an investigation team to look into the affairs of the Laloki Psychiatric Hospital. The directorate has been receiving funds for the past couple of years, and this is now a subject of investigation. And I want to say today that the investigation that has started will continue, and we will look forward to getting the report from them.
Meanwhile, in light of the recent decision by the U.S. President Donald Trump to implement a 90-day funding cut to the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, and other programs, the health of the country, that the impacts would be minimal.
Health Minister Kapavora noted that while the U.S. government has been an important supporter of health initiatives in Papua New Guinea, it is not a primary funder of the country's health programs, and the potential impacts of these cuts will be minimal.
Although the the United States has provided support through the international agencies and NGOs for a variety of health initiatives, PNG does not rely on direct U.S. funding for critical health commodities such as antiretroviral drugs, anti-malarial medications and vaccines. These essential supplies are funded by the government of Papua New Guinea and other partners through the Global Fund and Gavi and the Vaccine Alliance.
He noted that the key support from the U.S. government to PNG include World Health Organization programs, U.S. contributions to other agencies, and the FHI 360 NGO support.
U.S. contributions, we have many of the support through the public health programs supported by our own government. But we acknowledge the support that they give to WHO. WHO supports us, and other contributions from UNFPA, UNAIDS, and others. So I want to give assurance to our people of Papua New Guinea that the implementation of the 90-day funding cuts by U.S. President to many of our health programs, the effects will be minimal.
Natasha Ovoy, National EMTV News.
Morobe Provincial Administrator Max Bruton has addressed teachers who have yet to receive their leave fare entitlements that the administration is working with the national government to have the issue resolved.
In a media conference yesterday, Morobe Provincial Administrator stated that the administration is currently working to have the 200-plus teachers who had missed out on their leave fare entitlements paid. The Morobe government has paid its due for last year in the amount of 2 million kina. So far, teachers from the host province and Highlands region have received their leave fares for 2024. Mr. Bruton further added that despite having received warrants for the payment, the country's cash flow issues have hindered the payment process. However, Administrator Bruton commended the teachers in the province for their continued service and assured them that as soon as the cash component is made available, they will be paid. Jessica Nui, National EMTV News, Leh.
More than 15 small to medium enterprises along the National Islands Highway at the border of Western Islands and Jiwaka have been severely impacted by the construction of the ADB-funded bridge project. SME operators and surrounding communities are calling on the Department of Works and Highways to address these issues within the next 24 hours.
mipla one bello sla project and national government project and give service law throughout the highlands.
Surrounding communities, small and medium enterprises, operators, and various business owners staged a protest. Community representative Rodney Beppy emphasized on the detrimental effects of the bridge construction.
Na time initial construction and come up time. Mipla thing was some legal issues blow mipla. Usai them contractor or works department all become address him na. You know, as a understanding community, mipla no stop him walk, mipla no walking talk. Na time all walking business by past time. All talking people was the bridge was 1.5 meters. But then people look at time all constructed is a proper bridge. And we go on top 3 to 4 meters. As now you can look him backside. Car and run long front plus 2. Where this name no got a good excuse to all been given. Now the elevation was the bridge and one big concern all surrounding community staff.
Mr. Beppy further elaborated on the urgent need for the responsible authorities to address these concerns, insisting that the community's voices must be heard.
So time now all walk bridge, all walk up him lick, all up him so. Now all side say but market also stop long and stop all but back fill him more. No got them good talk. People sit down, you go, now people go bridge up close to a complete, no got them good talk. So now people make it sitting protest and people peaceful one. So Mambla asking Bell, Barry Blomibla was who side responsible na give him answers Blomibla. Since bridge elevation, the bridge become on top. Side of business affected. To the man talk pass. You look at him now, car on front long also was there. Now shut down now. Now this is not payment of all business laws here was said by Karmabin. So people understanding maybe ADB funded project. Now I think ADB got some legal policy on guideline or safeguard policy where something else are looking low, so like all damages.
Mr. Beppy declared that the protest would persist until the authorities respond to their petition, urging for immediate action to mitigate the adverse impact on local businesses.
And continue until we say them responsible. All talking people answers staff and harbor management and which all based on Goroga. I mean, one something, one phone call or something na all can thinking people. So one time this is a protest and people banana pa Rausim until people are remember good feedback law who said all PMO or staff long and all must give mambla. Within 24 hours, all must give good feedback because Nibla less law, Capman, Papuni, ransom law, legal issues or same. Nibla outline and Nibla one bill is the project, Nibla Mamas, but almost bridge them now, almost complete now. No got good talk, so Nibla walk sitting protest. So
Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Mothers in wards 9 and 6 in Chuave district have received SME startup essential items, including roofing iron, seedlings, and wire fence for livestock. The initiative was led by the member for Chuave district, James Nomane, and the district administration.
I'm privileged to work with Honorable James Nomane, member of Chuave. Then we will start distributing all SME kit all Mama in 56 ward.
Member for Chuave District, Honorable James Nomane, and Chuave District Administration led a significant initiative aimed at providing small and medium enterprise startup goods to local SME mothers in the district, as this was a first some items last year. According to the Office of the Chuave District Administration, the initiative was to ensure mothers and girls in the community are self-employed and can earn a living to look after their families, as they believed SMEs and self-employed in the informal sector is the way forward for their district. Representing all women taking part in the SME in Chuave District, Maria Yuana thanked a member for Chuave District James Nomane and the district administration for their towards local SME mothers in different communities.
People mama lo what 6 year. People stop lo one to tag ye. People must look at too light. Now to solely and too light Brooklyn people Last time, people are looking at something. Or plenty member can stabby go. Kind of saying, brother, Blumia, where I'm Moriam stab go. Kisi Blumeri. That's a little mama, I'm not looking. Now, yeah, Mila talk, thank you, Lopini man, Blumi, and people to have James no money. And look, so little mama, no, what 6 now. Suave too na. I'm looking look sawa mi mama priority am give me because mi mama carry me ya. So mi thank you land people suave. Thank you Loline yuksimo santi kamya. Mixi wante mama mas lo bel mi thank you. God bless you bisla kam libla. Thank you Lara.
She said the distribution of these essential items marks a significant step towards improving the livelihoods and economic prospects of their communities. The administration team will continue to deliver items for SME mothers to other communities in the district. EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2487 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2412, $0.3777 Australian dollars, $0.2240 euro, and 36.20 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher. Coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, copra closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed lower. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading lower, and the All Ordinaries is trading. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Tonight on Sports Scene, SO Rugby Academy to commence, school launches 9s competition, Hekari wins, JT Super 9s head into finals, and athlete hosts training program. Sports Scene tonight at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. In response to the increase in crime activities in Oro Province, Governor Gary Juffa has directed his provincial administrator to carry out eviction activities of illegal settlers on state land in the province. He said this after commending the police for their swift and successful operation in apprehending suspects involved.
Decisively launching operation early yesterday, which resulted in the arrest of most of the suspects, including an individual identified for harboring the criminals. Oro Governor Gary Juffa has reiterated the province's firm stance against crime, stating that such lawless behaviors will not be tolerated. As part of the immediate response, the governor has directed the provincial administrator to proceed with the eviction of illegal settlers residing on government-owned land, which has long been a source of criminal activity in the province. Governor Juffa emphasized the challenges faced by local law enforcement, particularly the insufficient resources allocated to provinces to combat rising crime rates. The Oro provincial government urges the national government to take stock of the deteriorating law and order situation across the country and implement real, effective measures to restore safety and security for all citizens. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape has left the country this afternoon to have a meeting with the Governor General for Australia and the Westpac team as the major sponsor for the PNG NRL team and the chairman of Rugby League in Sydney. He said he will meet with certain group of people in Australia before departing for Solomon Island for a bilateral meeting with his counterpart Jeremiah Manale.
Prime Minister James Marape said it is a lead-up visit to the recent signing of the NRL team at Sayubed Murray Stadium yesterday.
I make this visit tomorrow with the chairman of our NRL B team, Mr. Wapu Sonk, and the CEO of our NRL team, just to present what we did last night and the total thing, and give assurance that all work is being prepared in as far as our NRL filling a team in 2028 is concerned.
He shared some important points that the NRL team will bring to the country.
I want to indicate to our country that this strategy for having a team in NRL is at the eve of our 50th and going past our 50th last night.
While being in Australia, Prime Minister will visit Canberra, the Australian archives and libraries, to collect important documents in relation to the 50th anniversary celebration.
On Monday, I'll be visiting Canberra. I have an appointment at the National Libraries and Archives. The Australian archives and libraries will present to me all documents relating to our 50th anniversary moment, documents preceding independence, especially key crucial documents that I need to compile for our 50th anniversary program. Australia National Archives has them, and we'll be privileged to be given copies. And I'll spend the Monday afternoon going through.
Prime Minister Marape will then fly to Solomon Island for a bilateral visit to his counterpart Jeremiah Manele, and also to take part in a fisheries meeting, and will fly back to PNG on Wednesday.
Participate in 2 events, a bilateral with Solomon Islands Prime Minister. Since he's become Prime Minister, I've not visited him in Solomon Islands, so I'm going across to visit him, and later in the afternoon be part of a session in fisheries, a big international meeting in fisheries that is taking place in Solomon Islands.
Upon his arrival, Prime Minister will attend the commemoration celebration for late Grand Chief Sir Michael Sumare. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The government will proceed with filing a Supreme Court reference to seek legal direction on the implementation of the ministerial determination of Kutubu Petroleum Development License 2.
In a press conference in Port Moresby today, Minister for Petroleum Jimmy Maladina said while he will be seeking clarity from the court regarding the matter, the 2 opposing landowner groups have agreed for the government to take that approach.
I've taken both sides in. Okay, they both have very valid arguments. But as an independent minister and a government, a responsible government, we must get a clarity on this issue. And therefore, as a government, I am going back to the Supreme Court and on reference to have been deregistered. They both decided and agreed. Let's go and incorporate, re-register the unregistered incorporated land groups before we come back to the table. Okay, the determination has taken place by the government, but both sides said let's go and re-register all the incorporated ILGs. Then we get and we seek the representation and the power from the people we represent, the landowners. And we will make decisions there, and then we will consult the government again. So I'd like to thank both sides in taking that decision.
Under the new ministerial determination of 2022, clans were identified separately and classified according to projects' impacts on their land, and invoking Section 169 and 170 of the Oil and Gas Act, only those clans impacted will be recipients of the benefit sharing. The other factions of the landowner group, led by spokesperson Mak Sakai, have welcomed the ministerial determination, stating that it recognizes the customary landowners. The other group, led by Mr. John Capinato and Johnny Yawari, recently gave an ultimatum to the government to review it. However, Capinato revoked the petition today, and both parties have joined hands with the Minister Maladina to find common grounds to resolve the issue.
We just gave 2 weeks to try and allow the minister or the government to find a way to bring us together. That 14 days after March consultation with our factions yesterday, sitting down with them since 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock to get everybody to agree. And we have agreed that at 14 days, Minister, we vacated.
Thank you.
We will now remove these 14 days. We want to work with Mark and Sakai and Norman and find a way that our people at home can be happy with us as leaders.
Mr. Sakai also shared the same sentiments.
I will not say anything further. And for Minister to go to courts to seek clarification, that is prerogative, and we don't have any comment on that, but we have the right to join if we have to. And we also have the right to go to court and enforce the ministerial determination, but we don't want to because we are not agreeing. We are happy with the ministerial determination, and we will stand with the ministerial determination.
Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
The Tapini police station in Golala district has officially opened its refurbished police houses and received a brand new police vehicle. This event took place yesterday with key government officials in attendance. During the ceremony, Minister for Police, Peter Chiamalili Jr., emphasized the crucial role that the law and order services play in the development of any district. He said, without the safety and security of the people, progress cannot be made. Golala MP Casimiro Aya used the occasion to call for a change in the attitude of his people, noting the recent involvement of Golalas in serious crimes occurring in Port Moresby and throughout Central Province. He stressed the importance of positive behavioral change to reduce the negative impact on the district's reputation. Meanwhile, Central Province Governor Rufina Peter commended the reserve police officers and community leaders in Tapini for their ongoing efforts in maintaining law and order in the district. Governor Rufina also made a contribution to the district's law enforcement by presenting a new police vehicle to the Tapini police station. Additionally, the Goilala District Development Authority extended support by providing a 100,000 kina fuel check to aid the operations of the police station. National MTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow!
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow!
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow!
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow!
When you're on the go, one more! One more!
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow!
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes, plus on-net and off-net talk and way more time to chat with friends. Telecom, more bundles. Top up now.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
MTV News A Closer Look returns for 2025, the current affairs program that brings to you weekly insights for the latest on education, health, business, politics,
I just want to make that clear,
sports, and more. A Closer Look, every Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Papua New Guinea officially signed the NRL bid yesterday to join the National Rugby League competition in 2028.
Gathered to witness the signing were Prime Minister James Marape, Australian High Commissioner John Fick,
and City Governor Powes Pakop, other Australian and PNG dignitaries, and the sportsmen and women. Prime Minister Marape acknowledged the Australian government for the partnership in NRL, stating that sports is a development tool for the country. He expressed that such initiative will enable the country to develop.
Honourable Albanese and his cabinet, his government, and the people of Australia for investing time, effort, commitment, and more importantly, over $300 million to make this moment a reality. And let me say thank you very much from the outset.
Australian High Commissioner John Fix said this is a significant moment for the country, emphasizing the importance of this milestone.
Papua New Guinea, it is the culmination of an ambition that has burned fiercely in the hearts of Papua New Guinea and rugby league fans for decades. And for my country, it is a reaffirmation of the bonds we share with Papua New Guinea and an important symbol of our contemporary partnership. Right decision for Papua New Guinea and the right decision for Australia.
He said the support from Australia goes beyond just playing on an NRL team, as it opens up pathways and opportunities for the youths in the country.
Symbolic importance of a PNG team, real opportunity beckons to grow the economy in new and exciting ways, to provide new jobs, including in underutilised sectors, to add further lustre to this wonderful country's national brand.
And City Governor Powes Pakop said this decision will enable the city to build standard infrastructure to host international players and also boost the economy of the city and the country.
Or Port Moresby in the spotlight. It will showcase our ability to organize, manage large-scale events, and raise our standard to another level. I want to assure everyone we will work with our team, Andrew, to be game ready come 2028.
He said it is an opportunity for the National Capital District to harness and enhance the city's image and reputation regionally and globally.
Forward to this challenge, and we welcome the opportunity. And we must improve our transportation in the city. It will benefit hospitality industry in our city. It will benefit retail, arts and craft, entertainment. It will improve the economy of the city and of the country.
Lauren Jimal, Trukai Sports.
Meanwhile, NRL legend Cameron Smith traveled from Australia as a special guest to witness the NRL bid signing yesterday.
Mr. Smith, who coached at the junior level last year, spoke highly about the potential of the young players from PNG.
You know, seeing young guys, young people aspiring to be elite rugby league players, grow and learn and mature. It's very rewarding as a coach. So
this is his advice for young players.
My only advice to them right now is if they've been given an opportunity to be a part of those development teams, make the most of the opportunity. Don't squander it. Work hard, be diligent, show commitment when you're at training, and you'll be rewarded for it.
He said participating in the competition is not easy, but with time, commitment and effort, PNG can do.
Competition to make up numbers. You want to be competitive. And if you look over the last couple of years with a new franchise like the Dolphins, a lot of people spoke about the challenges that they faced in putting a squad together, but I think they proved a lot of people wrong, nearly everyone wrong about the way that they were going to compete in the competition, and I can't see why the PNG franchise can't do the same.
Lauren Jimal, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Share the love with Gala Ice Cream.
Gullah Cone Ice Cream Stick Ice Creams and Gullah Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gullah range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gullah Ice Creams.
Gullah, Gullah, yum. You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-net plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends.
It's simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching True Kai Sports. Now moving to overseas sports. The Matildas continues preparations for start of the She Believes a 4 Nations tournament in the US. First up, taking on Japan on Friday morning.
The tour of the US is crucial building up to the AFC Women's Asian Cup in a year's time. Australia is still missing captain Sam Kerr, who's sidelined with an ACL injury. The 23-player squad features several new faces, including Winona Heatley, who's hoping to establish her place in the team.
That ends True Kai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
True Kai Sports. True Kai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Tonight on sports scene. SO Rugby Academy to commence. School launches 9s competition. Hekari wins. JT Super 9s head into finals and athlete hosts training program. Sports scene tonight at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Nipla Halivim Wari Belong You.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The weather report for the next 24 hours. In Southern Region, Port Moresby City, cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorm. In Popeta, cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. The Mamase region, Lae City, partly cloudy with few showers with chances of thunderstorm, and Vanimo, partly cloudy with slight chances of few showers. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, partly cloudy with slight chances of a few showers, and Buka, partly cloudy with some possible showers. In the Islands region, Mount Again City, cloudy with evening occasional rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, partly cloudy with evening rain showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for the Thursday, 28th of February 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.